So my dude's Valkyrja, and today I'm going to be talking to you about prices increasing in Genshin. Basically, it's one thing I saw in my comments today that I thought was a very good discussion to be had, because not a lot of people understand how it works, and a lot of people get mad at the wrong people for regional pricing, and when regional pricing goes up and stuff like that. I'm going to let you guys know first and foremost, 90% of the time it's not up to Hoyoverse, Mihoyo, whatever you want to call them. It's not up to them as far as regional pricing. I've seen even things such as government mandates that stuff be X amount of price. And whenever, like let's say for example, the Google Play Store demands that Genshin up the price of whatever in whatever region, then guess what's going to follow suit? The PSN and all that. Of course, obviously, Mihoyo is not going to be, too upset at the opportunity to make a little bit more money. It is a business, not a charity. That's first and foremost what it is. But a lot of times, Mihoyo isn't exactly the one to blame in those situations. I'm not saying they're innocent. There are plenty of situations where they do increase the pricing based on things. But for the most part, whenever it comes to regional pricing and increases in regional pricing, it's not really Mihoyo's fault. Now, that being said, what causes stuff like that? Well, it's mostly inflation and government mandates and stuff like App Store policies changing, or maybe Apple wants a little bit more cut, or anything like that. It varies so much. I played one gacha game, one that gave me a little bit of insight to it, because whenever I was playing the gacha game, they were like, we have to increase the prices, specifically KOF All-Stars. They were like, we have to increase the prices all around for everything. They actually, what they did was, because they had to up it in one region due to new App Store policies, they upped the prices in every region. Am I saying that was a good move? Not really, but they explained the process and what was going on, and the insight was really cool, and it was really eye-opening on the fact that sometimes, not every time, sometimes it's out of the company's hands. So while Genshin prices may be rising in your region, if they are, my condolences. But I mean, honestly, this game's so free to play friendly. I wouldn't be spending on it anyways. But if you do want to spend, it really does suck whenever the prices are going up. A lot of times, you really, it's not really completely entirely fair to blame Mihoyo. And you guys know, hopefully people know by now who I am, and the fact that I am pretty damn critical of everything Mihoyo does. Everything. If I don't like something, I say it. If I like something, I say it. That's just how I am. Some people don't like that. Some people don't like it when I'm overly negative. If I have a lot of bad things to say, then I have a lot of bad things to say, and I'm going to say it, but this isn't one of them. It does suck, and it is a bad thing that regional pricing goes up in certain regions. I don't know exactly which regions. I tried to look for it on the internet, but I know that my audience is very, very diverse, and there's people from all walks of life, and I think that's freaking amazing. And like I said, the guy was saying, hey, can you make a video talking about why the prices in my region are going up? And I looked at that, and I was like, that's a good idea, and I wanted to, kind of explain the process for everybody, so we're all a little bit more educated on at least what I know. And keep in mind, I could be wrong. The people who told me this, the game who told me this, could have just been lying to me and pulling the wool over my eyes so they can increase the price, but I really doubt they would, because they're mostly supported by the fans. Like, KOF All-Stars is probably a game you never heard of, and it's probably going to stay that way, because you're probably going to hear about it this one time, then forget it exists. But it's a gacha game I played for years, and it's something actually very true and dear to my little heart. I do love KOF All-Stars. So it's something that's mostly kept alive by the fans. And collabs. Lots of collabs. Collabs help. I love collabs. But so I don't think they would lie, but the possibility still exists that they would. I'm sure some of you guys have worked on gacha games. You can either confirm or deny what I'm saying, and if I'm wrong, please correct me, because I'm just saying what I understand it. And if it's actually Mihoyo being the supervillain that's raising the prices in specific regions, then let's call him out on it, because it's not cool. But from what I understand, it's stuff to do with App Store policy changes, government mandates, just a whole bunch of stuff outside of people's hands. Now, how could, I don't know how to answer this question, is how could you fix it? How could you stop it? what could you do to really kind of reel back on inflation, basically? And honestly, there's not really any way you could, in my opinion. Like, I'm sitting here trying to think about it. There's really no way to fix it. It's more so just government stuff and politics and, all that stuff that's way above my pay grade. I don't pay attention to politics in my country. I hate politics. So I'm sure 90% of you don't pay attention to politics in your country. Here's what I think about politics, and probably the very few times you'll hear me talk about politics. I think politics are a bunch of old people, and you're always picking the shiniest of two turds. I don't really particularly like any politician, just how I am. I think they're all liars. I don't think there's an honest politician. It's how it is, so I kind of stay out of it. Life's too short to focus on negative stuff, so I always try to focus on things that make me happy, like Genshin or you guys or stuff like that. But I digress. So basically, it's stuff to do with political stuff. There's stupid bills passing all the time in like government and countries and stuff. Even in the States, we have stupid bills passing constantly that change things. Like, if you guys don't know, where I live, a state that I live, used to not have sales tax on internet goods. Then a couple years ago, actually, right as the Corona lockdown started, they implemented sales tax on online goods, on digital goods, basically on like battle passes and video games and stuff like that. And it's a completely scum move, and they did that to earn more money because people are going to be spending more time inside, based off COVID and lockdown and stuff like that. It was a complete scum move. Everybody called them out on it, but in the end, nothing happened. And now I'm stuck with sales tax on digital goods, which is so stupid to me because it's not even a physical item. How are you going to tax me for something that doesn't exist, right? Like, this is what I mean why I don't keep up with politics. It's so stupid. How are you going to tax me for something that doesn't exist? I can't hold it. You're going to take something from me that you can physically hold for something that literally doesn't exist. You're going to charge me extra for pixels. You're going to tax my pixels. I'm going to make a drawing, sell it to somebody, you're going to tax them for the drawing? Nah, no shot. No shot. Like, it doesn't exist. It's just data. It's just, like, and so it's always blown my mind that government does stuff like that. And like I said, I'm not a politician. I'm not speaking on politics. I don't care what side you are. Don't tell me. Please, I don't care. Don't talk bad about any president ever, because then you'll have somebody try to defend him. I don't care what's your favorite president. I don't care who you like. I don't care who you dislike. Leave me alone. That's how I feel about politics. I got to make sure to shut that conversation down like instantly, right? I've derailed heavily, but yeah. I just wanted to kind of cover regional pricing, why it changes, and why prices might be rising, why prices could be rising, or why prices are rising in your region. It's never really the actual developer's fault. I'm sure MiHoYo's satisfied with the literal billions of dollars they're already making. But if they get taxed heavier, or if like Google Play decides to up their take, or App Store decides to change their policies and up their take, or anything like that, you can expect the prices to go up. Or if the government starts charging them more for inflation, or if MiHoYo feels like they're losing money due to inflation. There's so many options or so many reasons as to why, but very rarely is it the developer themselves. So this has been the very few times I will actually defend MiHoYo, because I don't believe that they're in the wrong here. I don't believe it's normally MiHoYo's call to actually, increase the pricing, although I really doubt they're complaining. Nobody's going to complain about more money. I wouldn't complain. You're not going to complain. MiHoYo's definitely not going to complain about more money. Anyways, we've gotten nothing but garbanzo beans today, but I wanted to thank you guys all for watching as always. Hopefully this helped shed some light on everything for you guys. Hopefully you guys are less upset at MiHoYo or HoYoverse, etc. if the prices are rising in your region. And if they are, hopefully, whatever is making them rise stops soon, so you have some stability and you don't have to shell out a day's worth of pay just to get a little gacha character or something. It's some of the price. I've seen some of the prices. Like, I don't want to ramble on too much longer, but for example, in the States, the $99 pack or whatever it is, the $90 pack, that one, in Canada is $140, for example. And I know Australia is very similar pricing to Canada. So you guys can imagine, like, look, this little pack right here is, yeah, the $99 pack is $140 Canadian. And it's not even like equivalent exchange rate. It has stuff to do with governments, like I said, policies in different regions through app stores, etc. There's so much stuff that goes on behind the scenes that you don't really know. So hopefully this helps shed some light on it, so you're not so angry at MiHoYo for something that they can't really control. Anyways, thank you guys for watching as always. Once again, let me know if I am wrong about anything I said in the comment section below. I'm going based off what I know from previous experiences. I tried Googling it just to double check, fact check myself, but I genuinely couldn't find anything, so I'm just going based off what I know. Let me know if I'm wrong. Thank you guys for watching as always. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.